Now we can start playing with the attributes. Looking at the attributes values, we see user IDs and then a bunch of other properties about it. What we really want here is the value column, and the rest of this stuff we don't necessarily need for the purposes of our report. So let's merge this with definitions, because what we want from here is the name. So click on attributes values. We're going to merge queries with attribute definitions based on the attribute ID. Left outer is fine because we want to keep all of the rows that appear in this table. Then we expand the table and we can just unselect everything and keep only the name value. Now we want to reduce this to as few columns as possible. It isn't necessary, but it'll be a little easier to read the file while we perform the next step. So I'm just going to click on each of these columns that I want to delete. You may want to filter out deleted columns. It's a bit beyond the scope of this demonstration. Now we've got the name, the value, and the user ID. Now with the name column highlighted, I'm going to click Transform, Pivot Column, and we're going to pivot based on the value. Make sure to open up advanced options just in case it looked at numeric values and tried to aggregate. That's a thing that Excel really likes to do. We say don't aggregate, I want to see the actual values. So instead of getting a count of values, we're going to get either null or whatever value actually came in for employee ID, manager, team, location, all of the various attribute names. We can now create our final data table using merge queries as new. We want max version, which is actually our users table, using the highest version number. All the duplicates were removed. And we're going to mix that with our new user attribute values, which is the pivoted version. It's going to be based on the user ID, and a left outer join is what we want because we want all of the users, whether or not they actually have any attribute values attached to them. Once this table is merged, we have to expand it, and we can uncheck user ID because we already have that value, and that now gives us all of these additional attributes as new columns. I left the option to have this on as a prefix because in some cases an attribute value might cause confusion as a column header if it looks the same as one of the other headers in the user's data. Once we're done, let's give this a new name and call it users with attributes. And if you wanted this just to exist as a query in the Power Query Editor, you could close and load to and choose the option to only create connection. We actually want this data in Excel, so just close and load, and that creates our new query, users with attributes, and the corresponding data tab.